At hand was the ordinance creation, rumble strips. Traffic Planning Committee, Dawn, could you address that, or where do you feel we would be?
I know Dan with Gateway, I talked to the board members. He expressed if the board does want to address rumble strips, traffic calming devices, that they need to create a policy. We've circulated some documents. It lies to the board's hand as to whether or not they want us to pursue. If you think it's a viable program that you want us to investigate, I believe the board should have a policy so that when you have random residents come in and you know, they're obviously going to feel very emotional about speeders in their neighborhood. This way the board has a policy that they can follow. I will follow that through at the board's direction, so if you want me to go down.
Do you have a feel for the board right now, or maybe we see a show of hands if you would like Dawn to pursue looking into ordinance creation, or I believe the word traffic calming committee was even thrown out there. Will we have to investigate that? 1, 2, 3. Yes, please do, Dawn.
All right.
Chris, and there are 2 items under old business, the fire alarm ordinance and the Knox box ordinance. Any updates?
Yeah, last week I submitted a draft fire alarm ordinance that I believe addresses all the concerns of the board, especially seeking reimbursement of costs having to respond to a fire alarm put out by the township. So I'll be happy to distribute that with everybody and we can get some comments. It's not a zoning ordinance, so once we have a consensus, we don't need to hold any public hearings, or we can just publish it and then act on it. So
your guess it could be on next month's agenda?
if I get comments from the board and if they're happy with the way it is, then yes.
And I think also that we're meeting with the fire departments, I believe it's September 20th, and they should have an opportunity to get copies of it, and we can discuss it.
Yeah, they would like them to comment.
We do have another fire code hearing this month, so maybe we'll discuss that as well.
What date is that? Is that 13th?
Is it next week? Yeah, it's next Monday. It's the upcoming Monday.
Even if it's in draft form, we'd like to have it so.
Yeah, just have them. And I think I sent it to Dawn. I believe, no, I'll double check and we can forward it.
Dawn, can you circulate to the fire departments too, so they can have a chance to look at it before?
When I get it to them.
Yeah, as soon as I get a copy, I'll
Even if it's draft form, it's still.
Well, can I say something? I think that we've discussed, and we need the input from our departments. The fire code, and whether or not we should adopt the entire thing or just pick out the important things of it.
600 pages.
It's 600 pages.
Start reading now.
That's what we're going to talk about with them.
Is that next Monday or 2 Mondays from now?
Next Monday is the 10th. That's what I wanted to check on the date. Or what do you have, Chris?
What's the 10th?
Well,
12th. Excuse me.
What's
What's next Monday?
Meet with the fire departments.
What?
No.
No, it's September 20th.
You were going to advertise for an additional fire code meeting.
That's a Tuesday. That's the day I was told. I was never told a date.
Yes, September 20th we're supposed to meet.
What?
I don't know.
We do it on the 20th, that way we still need to get a letter out to our businesses and get them to attend.
Right, after the last meeting, you said you were going to put a letter out to
Yeah.
the businesses, but it was going to be a Tuesday, or I mean a Monday after this meeting. That's what we're trying to find.
That was the only open Monday, but
Is it going to happen? That's where we're confused.
Is what date?
September 20th.
September 20th is a Tuesday.
No, Chief just stated that would be the Monday after this meeting, which makes it the 12th, correct?
13th.
13th?
No, the 13th is a Tuesday.
13th is Tuesday?
12.
Well,
There you go.
That's why I'm asking.
we do it on the 20th?
Pardon me?
the
Can we do it on the
20th is a
20th?
Tuesday, you know that?
No, we can't do it on the third Monday because the zoning board meets.
I
I know we talked about.
thought you said you were going to do it because of that. You were going to do one ahead of the other.
Yeah, that's how we probably moved it up to the second Monday.
Yeah. I'm okay. We just got to know. I have the 12th. I have the 12th. I'm sorry.
I have the 20th.
None of us have the 20th back. We all have the 12th.
What's better for you, the 12th or the 20th?
I only work 20 days, bro. I don't have to watch them. None of these guys do. We're all the same age.
Everybody has the 12th. Since everybody except Elizabeth has the 12th, do you want to stick with the 12th?
Yeah.
Okay. So Monday the 12th at 7?
Yes,
Okay.
and 6 PM is the traffic update for
Yeah,
members.
that's right. We have that for that. Yeah. Okay.
So, one other item was,
Well, Bruce, will we be able to, I think Janice said she could get us some address labels.
Yes.
We need to get some of the businesses who are going to be impacted, at least give them an invitation. Let's see if somebody could
Correct.
get out to them.
But that would be less than a week from the 12th.
Yeah.
And,
Is there a business homeowners association in South
yeah,
Yes, there is.
that we
We
try
were to
to
reach out to the Marcellus Shell Chamber of Commerce after the last meeting we had.
Did anybody do it?
I mean, if you have to move it back, we gotta do it right though. We're on the page that you gotta adopt it or you don't. It's on you.
I work with the Marcellus Shell Chamber a lot because of the Montauk Trail Connector. I can call Dale or
The only
Debbie.
thing I'm concerned about is if there's a meeting on goats and chickens and people don't show up, you don't go out and say, no one showed up, and let's call them back, because I know this guy wants, so why are we giving special? You advertised the last meeting, no businesses showed up, that's on them. Why, they got money, so they get a special invitation?
they're impacted.
That's the way I feel, I'm sorry.
Well, they're impacted.
They're impacted and you advertised it,
They
right?
didn't show up, they're not impacted that great.
If they don't come to trick or treat, we can have a second one.
Good point. Touche.
I mean, we just gotta move on. I mean, I see us dragging on the study, dragging on, what's going on?
Wait, we're
I
not
just
dragging on the
asked
state.
about
No, it was submitted, we're waiting for the state. Don't put that on us.
And for the record, I just asked about that, last week, and Dawn emailed them, and they said, sorry, we might have a guy in a couple months, but right now we have nobody. And I saw
I
the
mean, we didn't hear
email.
that. I mean, that's all I'm asking.
You heard that.
That's a
Well, you heard that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we never get an email saying, hey, we're in a process, it's been 3 months since the last update.
Stop after the meeting, I'll show you. I asked Dawn,
It's not an argument, it's just, we're not getting information, that's all.
So,
welcome to the club.
we're all okay for September 12th?
Yeah.
September 12th at 7 o'clock.
Is that adequate, oh, sorry. Is that adequate time to notify the business owners, September 12th?
Well,
If that's what we're gonna do?
Notify SPOA at least.
Do you want me to contact the
No,
Marcellus?
yeah, with them.
I'll reach out to Dale or Debbie.
Items of new business, Bruce, update on 19 approved developments, list to go forward into GIS. Can you give us an update?
Right now, we've had, as you noticed, we've had a lot of large number of developments come through as part of the process to keep our GIS system updated. We receive the information back from the developer in an AutoCAD file and then I turn that over to our GIS consultant. Right now, in queue right now is about 23 developments for our GIS system to be updated. Along with that, I received the draft of the codification of our ordinances, which has been a long time coming. The draft is approximately 640 pages. It's a long, tedious process to just go back through this to make sure of the edits and things of that nature. And I have some questions I need to get back with General Code publishers about. Once this is completed, which I'm probably looking right now at the beginning of the year, then the entire code can be put on our website, as well as their own website, which they host all the communities that they're under contract with. So that's where I'm at with that.
So they would give it to us in digital form and a hyperlink that just goes onto our site?
That's correct.
Very well. And so the general public can see all of the codes. And one last update from you was on the recording of the Mylar process.
We've changed the process to some degree.
we've taken, once a plan is approved, such as tonight, a subdivision plan, all the required signatures are obtained, and it's been the applicant's responsibility to go back and get that reported at the county. What was happening to me in the past is that there were minor edits or minor changes done to that Mylar after all the township signatures were put on, were signed. What we're doing now is, and also there's some other professionals out there that put this onus on the hands of a property owner who's really unfamiliar with the process to do it, and they're sort of left floundering. So what we've done is we've taken the process and put it into the township's hands, where we, as the township, go and have that recorded at the county, and then we receive all the pertinent electronics, such as AutoCAD and PDF files back in a timely manner. This also prevents any minor changes to be done without our authorization after the plan's approved. There's no cost involved here. It's all back charged to the applicant anyway, and the applicant would have to pay for it up front. So,
Pay for the recording fees and to have it recorded.
yes, that's correct.
Well,
Good.
all I have, good process.
Anything else from the board members? Nothing? Anybody else? All right.
I got one last thing, though. In all seriousness, we've been talking about improving this webpage for a long time. I would just like to go to the Cecil Township webpage, sign up for where every meeting gets pushed out on an email. People are not getting the information, and that's what's sort of the conflict we're talking about. If you're having one on goats and chickens, you're having one on radio tires, I'll sign up for every email and delete it after I get it, but I can't even keep up. It's always word of mouth, or I hear about it the day after. I'm not the only person. I mean, a lot of people are complaining about that out in town. They never hear anything. Why can't we have a webpage that does that? You're going to have a meeting 2 weeks from now. It's on the webpage. You shoot me an email. I mean, we've been talking about improving the webpage for 2 years.
Right. We did. We were talking earlier in the year, and we still do some investigation on the newsletter as well as other sources to reach the community. Newspapers don't work nowadays. We have to build our comprehensive plan, and maybe a flyer or something has to be put together that we can hand deliver or pass out. So there's those alternative sources that we are working on, and I know that Dawn is investigating.
Right, I know webpage is hard to keep up and all this stuff, but I'm not so sure that maybe there were changes that we're not getting. I mean, people forget about the webpage. I think it needs to be a little more interactive, a little more up to date.
Not only that, but yeah.
To Bill's point, we live in an electronic society. Everybody has emails, cell phones. It's an easy
There
way.
should be a way that I should be able to go on the webpage and say, I elected Tom Cassiola as my supervisor, I want to email him. I should be able to email you if I want to. And you can have your own personal email account all you want, but I should still have a public email for you.
That's actually
Address that, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have that. We have to go, we need many more steps added to that website. One of the positions, if I'm not mistaken, was developing.
Hillary set it up.
It was that. One person was going to do that. Someone was also going to be there to maybe assist with GIS.
Hold on, Eric has the floor, please. Hey, Eric has the floor.
But one person was going to do that with the IT and the supplement, and then the other person was going to help with Bruce's department and GIS and input. So we do need that kind of technical, and I asked for the update today, as a matter of fact, and Dawn is investigating the title. Where do you find that person? What's he called? What's the description like that might be in Peters Township or another community?
We'll try.
It is frustrating when things take so long. I've been on another board, and it takes a long time for things like this, because it's not always in your power, because you're working with other entities, and some of those other entities don't hold your position to be as urgent as somebody else's. So it's a slow process, and it takes time.
Painfully slow sometimes.
But we're headed that way direction. I can see anyhow.
All right. There be no further business. This meeting is declared adjourned. As always, thank you.